I should start recording. The one we're mostly going to talk about is a to the m over nth equals the nth root of m. So if I have my fraction, this is always going to be my root, and this is going to be my power. Okay? So I just have to remember those two pieces. And then it says, what they want me to do is rewrite each of these as a root. So if the bottom part is my root, this is the third root and to the first power. So this is my root and this is my power. Can you guys see that? I'm going to make it big so you guys can see it. Okay, so that means this first one would become the cubed root of y to the first power. That's it. Okay? And then I can't simplify that. So the second one has a 2 in my denominator, so that's a square root of 64. Well, the square root of 64 is 8. So if I can simplify it, I have to. That's it on that one, done. Okay. And then this one is a root again. So I have the cubed root of x, y, z. That's all. Questions? If there was a power, if there was another number in the top, I don't know why I don't have another example with the number in the top, but for some reason I don't, so we'll just do a together. This would be the fourth root of 16 to the third power. So I can simplify this, I'm pretty sure, because I think that so I can actually write this two different ways. I can write it that way, or I can write it as the fourth root of 16 to the third power. I can write it that way also. And I think this way makes a little more sense because I think the fourth root of 16 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Is that right? So I think that the fourth root, this part right here, because I can take 16 and go 4 times 4, right? I don't know why I put 8. Is 4 times 4, so that's 2 times 2. So I have 4 2's underneath that, so that would be 2 to the third power, which equals 8. Okay. So I want you guys to go ahead and work on the other two problems. I think there's only two, B and C. So I think I'm going to also write this one as the fourth root of 81x to the third power, because I want to do what's on the inside first. So I'm pretty sure the fourth root of 81 is 3. So I have 3, the fourth root of x, all to the third power. So this gives me 3 times 3 times 3, 27, fourth root of x cubed. Are there any questions on that one? Okay. And then number C is going to be the square root of 9y to the 6 cubed. So the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of y to the 6 is y cubed. And then I'm going to cube that. So that should be 27y to the ninth. Jesus, yeah? Okay. Anybody else? Everyone okay? Oh, I can't see everyone that's in class. Okay. 4. Which is unusual because usually there's like 15. So, I guess people just decided not to come to class today.
I thought.
But since you missed yesterday. Okay, so now this way they want us to write it backwards. They want us to take the root and write it as a fractional exponent. They probably, it's all, oh my Lanta. It's already been simplified, so I'm pretty sure that I can't simplify it any further. So this is 18 to the first power. So that means it's going to be 18 to the 1 over 3. Remember, my root is going to be my denominator. And my power is going to be my numerator. Okay, so it just becomes 18 to the 1/3. That's it, done. Hard as it is. Oh, JJ finally. So now we have 5 people online. And 5 people in class. We're doing good. Not today. Okay, so for number 2, right, it's 22 is still to the first power. So what's my denominator going to be? 2, right, because it's a square root. The only one that won't have a number here is the square root. So it's to the 1/2. Yes, sweetheart.
There's a slip.
Oh, he hasn't been here all quarter.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, 22 to the 1/2 power. So the only root that doesn't need a number here will be the square root, because it's automatically just assumed that you know it's a square root, and square is 2. So for number 3, this is all to the third. This is my power, okay, and then my root is 2, so this should be 3mn all to the 3/2. And then the last one, great, should be 2x over z to the 2/3, power over root. That's it, done. Questions? Anybody have any questions at home? Okay, please do the next 4 problems. Okay, so your answer should have been, let's see, a to the 3/2. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that's right. And m to the 2/5. And then this one's going to be a little harder. It's x to the 3/7, y to the 2/7, and z to the 2/7. And then the last one would be 3a over c to the 2/5. Okay, that's it. Done. Questions? Are we okay? So far. Okay. So I think our next little bit is just applying the problems. What's it say? Write an equivalent expression, yep, with positive exponents and simplify as possible. So now I need to write them with positive exponents. They don't want negative exponents, right? So if I have a negative exponent, what happens? Moves to the denominator, and it just wants positive exponents. So I don't need to switch it to a root or anything. I just need to write it with a positive exponent. So this should be 1 over a to the 1/4. And that's it. Okay? Number 2 should be, it's in the numerator. I'm going to move it to the, it does say simplify, okay, it does say simplify if possible. Okay, move it to the denominator. So this should be 1 over, let's see, 2rs to the 3/4. And that can't be simplified because 2 is already as low as possible, right? So nothing else goes into 2. There's no 4th root of 2. So we're done there. 16. I flip them, so this is going to become 16 to the 3/4. Now I can simplify this because this is the fourth root of 16 cubed. Well, the fourth root of 16 is 2, and then that's 2 cubed, which equals 8. Okay. And then the last one becomes 8a to the 3/5 c. We're just moving the negative exponents. Okay, your turn to do those. So a is, what is a? 3a to the 5/7 b. And then which one's the negative x? Sorry. B is the negative exponent, it looks like. So this should be 2a to the 3/4, c to the 2/3, all over b to the 1/2. And c should be 3c 2ab to the 5/6. And then I could distribute that through, right? So it should be 3 to the, which kind of looks really ugly, but I think either way, because it can't be simplified, I would accept either way. That one looks worse than the other way. So either way. And then D, it wants it with exponents, so this would just be 5y over z to the 1/3. And that's it. Okay, questions? No, we're good. Okay, so far. Okay, now just use the laws of exponents to simplify. Do not use any negative exponents in your answer. Okay, awesome. So what happens if my bases are the same? What do I do to my exponents? Huh? Hunter, did you actually have an answer?
No, I was telling Siona that I should have brought water.
Oh, okay. Just wondering if you actually had an answer for my question.
If you would like to reiterate your question.
I said, if my bases are the same, what do I do to my exponents?
Combine them? Or
How? How am I combining them?
you just use the same base and
Yes, but what do I do to my exponents?
change most of them together?
I don't know. So if I have x to the 3rd times,
Add them.
oh yeah, which one is it? Add them. Very good. So if my bases are the same, I'm still going to add my exponents, whether they're fractions or not. Just means I have to add. So this becomes 11 to the 1/2 plus 1/3. So now I need to add those two together. I'm just going to kind of come down here and take my exponents. I'm just going to take this piece and bring it right down here. So I get 1/2 plus 1/3. How do I have to add fractions? Ooh, question. How do you add fractions?
You have that common denominator.
What's my common denominator? 6. And then what?
5.
Yeah, because to get 2 to become a 6, I need to multiply by 3, right? 3 times 1 is 3. To get 3 to become a 6, I need to multiply by 2. And 2 times 1 is 2. So that equals 5/6. So I get 11 to the 5/6. So there's my answer.
Are those more pages coming?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the best room.
Yes. Okay. So what happens to these exponents when it's division? What happens? Subtract. So on this one, it should become 3 to the 5/8 minus a negative 1/8. Well, what's minus a minus? Positive. So I'm going to actually add those. And since they already have the same base, they already have the same denominator, it makes it super easy, right? So this becomes 3 to the 6/8 or 3 to the 3/4. Thank you. I don't know why my brain's not working today. 3/4. That's it. Okay, a little bit harder now. What happens to these exponents? What do I do to these ones? A power to a power. Multiply. So now I'm going to multiply these ones together. So I'm going to get 27 to the negative 4/6. 4/9. Wow. Okay. 4/9. Thank you. 4/9. Well, luckily I can't simplify that. So I can't have a negative x what?
We should just have like a 15-minute meditation.
I wish we had time. We will when we get done with this, the next page, you'll have time. I know, right? So negative exponent, right? So it becomes 1 over 27 to the 4/9. Done. And again, we're going to multiply again on this one, and 10 to the 6/25. Done. Can't do anything else. So, great. So you guys work on those 4. It'll take you a little bit longer than... I'm going to put the answer. If you need me to go over them, let me know, and I will. So, these fractions add together to equal negative 7/12. So my answer would be because it's a oh my Lanta. Because it's a negative, it would be 1 over a to the 7/12. And then these two fractions add together to be 13/12. And they're positive, so this is a to the 13/12. And these ones subtract to be negative 9/12 or negative 3/4. So it should be 1 over 2.7 to the 3/4. Okay, and then the last one should be y to the 2/20 over x to the 1/12. Questions? No? Okay. Do I need to pause for still a little bit? Are you guys good? Okay. All right. So now we're gonna we're on the final page. We're almost done. It says use rational exponents to simplify. Do not use a fractional exponent in your final answer. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it to a fractional exponent. So I'm going to rewrite it as a fraction, and then I'm going to simplify it and then put it back as a root, because that's kind of what they want, the answers to be in root form. So this I can rewrite as x to the 3/9, right? Power, my power, and then my root, right? My root goes in the denominator. So then this simplifies, right? 3/9 simplifies to x to the 1/3. And then I rewrite this as the 3rd root of x. So put it as a fraction, simplify the fraction, rewrite it as a root. Sorry, I can make that bigger. Is that better? That's all you had to tell me. So if we do the same thing for number 2, right? Number 2 is going to become y to the 40th over 4, which equals y to the 10th. Done. Yeah, okay. And then number 3, wow. Number 3 says x, y to the 14 sevenths is going to be x, y squared, or x squared, y squared. Questions? Oh, if you need more time, you just have to let me know. I can give you guys more time. Sorry, I haven't given you enough time. That's all. Sorry, JJ. And then the last one says, is this the last one? The last one says, what does it say? 7a to the 2/4, which becomes 7a to the 1/2, or the square root of 7a. Okay, there's only 4 problems left. Do you need me to keep those ones up there, or? Sorry, they can't really see them online. If they don't have the packet, they can't really see them if I leave the answers up there. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. So this gives me, what does this give me? 3x to the 2/8, which is 3x to the 1/4, or the 4th root of 3x. Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to put those in here too. So I would just spell out 4th root and then put what's supposed to be underneath there. I know some of these are a little hard to put into the chat boxes once we get to the roots. B. Let's see. So we get 3a to the 5/10, or 3a to the 1/2. So square root of 3a. Beautiful. C is x squared y to the 5th all to the 12/3. So x squared y to the 5th to the 4th, or x to the 8th y to the 20th. And then D is a little tricky, right? So if I start from the outside in, I could write this as the cubed root of xy all to the 1/4. And then I can write this as xy to the 1/3 to the 1/4, right? So this becomes xy to the 1/12, which is x to the 1/12, y to the 1/12. Done. So that one's just a little trickier, right? Because I have to write 2 fractions on that one. That's it. Done. Start getting your homework done if you haven't been doing it. I'm going to update it as soon as I get the checkpoint open. So by the end of class, your grades should be updated. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, is there, guys? Anything you need to know? I think most of the videos and guided notes completed notes are updated on Canvas also. So, okay, let's go. Let's get to work. Okay, maybe my iPad's gonna work.